Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast for leaders, entrepreneurs, men and women. Learn the essentials and the soft skills of the strenuous life. We now take you to Roosevelt Stadium. You know, JR, I am so flummoxed that in many ways, because of our reactive culture, I want to say, Alexa, turn off kitchen.
Okay.
Let's not be too flippant here, Jimmy. We got an audience to talk to. We're just two barking chihuahua. Well, you're the barking chihuahua dog. I'm the pug puppy. So there we go. We're going after it. I think you should talk about the thinking. I should talk about the living. Come on, some of y'all, give JR a round of applause. Ain't something. Man, I tell you what. It is interesting. It is interesting to learn from him. To know what he has to say. But, like I said, since he's asked me to talk about thinking, fine, we're going to talk about thinking. We might as well. We might as well talk about thinking because really one of the problems of our reactive culture, it's not think anymore. It's just doing a living in a negative cyclical way. And it's become an accepted part of the world anymore, and it's sad. Good people, okay? Good people who, you know, they say that they love God. They're crazy about how, about what He believes in, but at the same time, they can get so caught up in this reactive culture that maybe they don't take time to think. And so their vision gets shut down. It's like they're hurrying, but for no place to go, you know. It's kind of like the old country song, and I think it's one of JR's favorites from college. I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush until life is no fun. All I really got to do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and I don't know why. Have to be honest with you. What that philosophy in itself, because of the reactive culture, is like a war inside your head. And you need to wake up. You need to wake up and realize that this reactive culture is not for the success-minded. And so, yes, thinking is important. Thinking is important because you can get sidetracked. You can get sidetracked very easily if you're not proactively thinking and looking for a solution. If you're just half-cocked doing it, you get an inspiration and you just do something half-cocked without doing the research and all that stuff, it just don't work. And I've been telling people that for years. But now I think what we're going to go ahead and do here in a minute, we're going to release JR, and he's going to talk about the living, you know, the living. So why don't we just go ahead and give it a good round of applause for my good buddy, alter ego, J.R. Hendrick. Thank y'all for the good Texas applause. I am so grateful to be here. You know, life as we know it ain't easy. And our reactive culture wants to make things worse. And so that's why we need to grow and live, okay? The strenuous life. The strenuous life ain't one of ease, okay? The elder Roosevelt, he said this, okay? He said this, and listen. I wish to preach not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of a strenuous life. And so you're living that way. You do what you can, get your exercise. You do what you can, take care of your body. It ain't easy in this world, but it's got to get done. It's got to get done. And really and truthfully, are you exercising? Are you getting out in your community? Are you reading good books? Are you doing kind acts of service? Because that's what I believe. I mean, you can be one of the best entrepreneurs, one of the best holding companies, but if you don't have the proper servant's heart, then you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance, and you might as well just throw in the towel on this. Here, can I get an amen? Yeah, y'all get me. Y'all get me. But the thing is, it's in the living. What are you doing? The most successful people get up early in the morning. 4:30, 5. And you know, most of the world is like, eek, that's too early. No, it ain't. 4 o'clock in the morning, quiet, gives you a chance to do some thinking and some doing. Because, you get around dawn or so, that reactive culture is busy all the time. And so I think beginning in November, Jamie and I are going to start challenging our audiences to do the 30-day challenge. I think it's going to start. Jamie's going to come out on Halloween, and I'm going to come out on Halloween, and we're going to talk about it. Of course, we're winding down on episode numbers, and we're going to be starting a new. I think at some point after 200, we may get as far as 220 or so and stop doing episodes and instead of calling it seasons, just do some series. And there's no telling where we're going to be led. We're going to do a second season of strenuous redemption. We might do that. Come to think of it, we might do that. And if we do, then there'll be loosely based series to make a season. But it won't be, as elaborate a plan. Because me and Jimmy have been conferring, and we want to start speaking from the heart. That's one thing. When you're living in personal development, you got to speak from the heart. Can I get some applause there? Guys, that was terrible. Can we get some applause here? So that's the thing. You watch your living. You do what you gotta do. Because see, we know that God, He loves each and every one of you. And the thing is about the strenuous life, listen to me, are you living right? Are you living right according to your faith? Because faith is a big part of strenuous life. And I'm sure Jamie will tell you on his podcast, Empower Your Pattern, that faith is a big part of everything that he has to do. So, we're going to do the Think, Live, Do thing here. really and truthfully, Jimmy, silence your phone a little bit. We gotta kind of steal away from this reactive culture and kind of wind it up pretty soon. But here's the thing. We talk about thinking. Thinking means that we're doing this intelligently. We are doing, being, and having everything that God has called us to do, be, and have. Alright? Because I'll tell you something. We have a lot of pain in this world. And the thing you need to know is are you living right? Are you doing what God is calling you to do? Are you living the way God's calling you to live? Because this ain't life to be playing with. This ain't life to be playing with, and you know it. Life is hard. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I tell you what, I praise God that He took interest. He loved us enough that He gives us a path on how to live and live, righteously. All right. I want you to think about that. Are we living righteously? Are we living the way we should? Are we doing what God is calling us to be? Unfortunately, we got to consult the YouTube audio library. YouTube audio library playlist. I hope you guys, because here's the thing, we gotta walk in purpose, and in walking in purpose, we gotta walk in what He has called us to be.
Assuming a waste of his talents and will ultimately lead.
Hope you enjoyed listening to Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Strenuous Life Radio family. This is Jimmy and JR saying until next time. Don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Like my daddy always said, think strong, live strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless now, you hear?